Johnny and Jack and Joe. When there's trouble brewing, when there's something doing, are we downhearted? No, let them all come.
Hello, friends. Right. Well, I've already opened the box again. Good. Good, everyone says. We don't see you unpacking a box. I am just fighting packing peanuts at the minute. Get one of these out. There we are. It should make it become easier now. So, some of you may know already. I may have spotted it during the shunt last week. Or indeed remember the video where I got this out last time. Got one of these out last time. More stuffs? Oh, that's right. So I picked up a wagon to help the restoration, upkeep and everything else of a locomotive. That loco being a Peckett number 16, or Woodworks number 1631 of 1923, known as Marcia on the Kinsey Sussex Railway. I've been doing some priming. All that to come later. But yes. So it all goes to that. So if you go to the next Rapido Rail-X actually goes on to the weekend as well, so people that go to work, work during the week can actually go and visit it. Maidstone, September. Give it a look if I can. So yes, these are exclusive to that. So if you search, I can't remember the website. Not on the box, I think these actually come direct from Rapido. Yeah. But search Peckett Marcia on Google and find the website Peckett 1631 Marcia. Put the number in there as well. You can get yourself these wagons as well. So these are the Rapido RCH 1907 private owner wagons with some fictitious liveries on them. So obviously the one I've got already is Peckett and Sons Limited, which was the important one for me because the first steam loco I ever drove was a Peckett. It was Sagoma, a little bit bigger than Marcia, just a bit. But they did others, and is the reflection going to be too much? It is. And I took the opportunity at the beginning of the month to basically complete the set. So not only swelling the coffers, hopefully a little bit, they my own little way. Not that much makes it an indentation to a steam engine's running cost. I mean, if you're going to buy the whole set, you're looking at 120 quid. It was 90 for these three. Yeah, obviously 30 for that one, but your shipping it's free. I gather it just says UK shipping. That's what it says. That's what it'll say. It won't say free or anything dead on, but yeah. So yeah, I'm not affiliated or anything with it. I just think it's a cool way of keeping an engine running. So yeah, got the Peckett one. So the next one up is the. We'll try and get it. There we are. Manning Wardle & Co Limited, which is kind of nice, that one. Boyne Engine Works Leeds. Just going to call that one. The Hunslet Engine Company Limited, which just say return loaded to Jack Lane, Leeds. They've all got a different way of showing the tear and everything's all different fonts and things like that. So they do have some nice variation between those, in different colours, of course. And last but by no means least, Andrew Barclay, Son and Sons and Company Limited. In a nice blue there. Caledonia Works, Kilmarnock. Yeah. So those are really nice. I now have quite a stock of Rapido wagons, really, because I've also got the Peckett one that goes with these, and I've got, you may see up there, there's South Eastern Chatham brake van, and just below it there is a Great Western Toad. I've got to say, I'm very impressed with the running quality. I'm very impressed with the running quality of them. I think they are superb with the bearings. I was saying to Gary, like, you know, you sort of think, oh, wagon's a wagon, you know, sort of thing, don't you? And it's like, you know, the Bachmann ones run really nicely, the Hornby ones can run really nicely, the Dapol ones do actually run nicely. So the couplings I can find can be a bit wishy-washy on the side-to-side movement. But it's sort of one of those things, until you've had a wagon with bearings, and particularly when shunting with it, and just how free rolling they are and everything, it's like, oh my god, this is something else. Yeah, it really does. It is noticeable. Right, so yes, I suppose a bit of an apology. I said, oh, I'm going to do a Great Western and I'm going to do a Heritage Railway alongside it. Well, that changed. That didn't last long. Actually, it was interesting because I went to Swindon, as most of you will know because I'm the video from it. And in theory, being at the home of the Great Western Railway, I should have been coming home absolutely full of it. But no, I enjoyed the day, and it's still I would still say the Great Western is probably one of, if not my favourite railway. So why are you not modelling it, Christopher? Because I want some variety on my layout. As being the main focus in some regards. So I'm just noticing they've got different height chimneys. No, whatever. Wartime austerity. But yes. The idea came to my head actually Friday. I watched after Anthony's stream. I watched it was the We're Here Because We're Here art installation of sorts, if you want to call it that, where they actually got chaps to dressed in First World War uniform, British uniform, and in various towns and cities across the country on the, I believe it was on the 1st of July, but they silently walked around handing out little cards to people that stopped, to talk to them without saying a word, and each one represented a soldier who'd been killed on the 1st of July at the first day of the Somme, that infamous first day of the Somme. And I thought that was incredibly, they said it went incredibly silent all the time. They did these things, we're here because we're here because we're here, as opposed to my little intro song there. Yeah, I was like, oh, that's really cool. And I most people know I've got a big interest in the First World War anyway, the Great War. Also, I am the proud owner of 2 South Eastern Chatham C-Class locomotives and a brake van and a wagon, which is what I was priming. So suddenly ideas all started to happen at once, and I was like, no, I'll wait, I'll hold fire. I found some bits on shop, which I've now purchased online, which I was like, oh, they'd be good. No, wait till tomorrow, wait till you've been to Swindon, just, because obviously that's why I didn't end up doing LNER, because I thought, well, wait till you've been to Swindon, because you come back from Swindon, you're going to do this, and I didn't, and I was like, okay. So I thought about it a bit more Saturday night, yesterday. LMS, LNER, Southern Ethan came into it a little bit. I was thinking LNER, but I couldn't shake the fact that I'd come up with the name for the layout on Friday. I couldn't shake that yesterday evening. let's do it. Let's just do it. Because there was a very useful piece of information given to me at Swindon. It was actually the big heavy freight trains, the big coal trains for the Navy, up to Scapa Flow were hauled by 28XXs, largely. Or they used to do a run from South Wales up, and the 2800 would go all the way to Scapa, which, for those of you not familiar with the layout of the UK, South Wales Colliery, Scapa Flow, you have to go across the country, so it'd have to come through the Midlands. Obviously you could come to Birmingham, that's fine, Great Western went there. From there it'd have to get across the LNER, well, not the LNER, it'd have to be the North Eastern Railway at the time, and then onto the Scottish Country. So yes, it has to work its way from one corner of the country basically to the other, and then up to Scapa Flow. And that really was the door was open then, because little did I realise at the time, I was like, oh, that's really interesting, didn't know that, and didn't think anything more of it. But yeah, last night thinking about it, hang on a minute, that means you've got a Great Western engine in Scotland, or more than one Great Western engine in Scotland. So what's to stop me doing the South Eastern and Chatham layout and doing it all South Eastern and Chatham style? But then of course I've got the ROD engines. I have two already. There's a 280, and I've got the Kerr Stewart Victory, which, okay, it's a minute, it's green, but can be changed. I can still have Great Western engines. I can have my London North Western ones appearing, because see the coal tank has appeared there, and Hardwick there. Okay, may not be prototypical, but really, you know, if there's anything that looks out of place, it's not a case of see it, say it, sort it. It doesn't look right. There is a war on, you know. Which I know is more of a Second World War phrase, but hey, I'm sure it was used during the Great War on the home front. But yes, so the layout, and now of course my channel title, is Which Way to Wipers. I just really like that idea. You know, it's not on the coast, it's not far from the coast, I'd say about 10 miles or so from the coast, and it's a disembarkation point for troops to try and relieve the strain at the main port stations, you know, the Dover stations at Dover and so on, but serves a normal town, Woodgate, which may not sound very southeasterny, but it's the name of the layout my late father made in here for me. My first train set, my first proper railway in here was Woodgate Junction. So it will be Woodgate, which has a normal South East Chatham station, but it's become a really good place for moving men and material. The possibility for wagon loads is going to be amazing. All the different things you can put, because obviously anything and everything almost was needed at the front. Even in transporting narrow gauge locomotives and rolling stock, I mean, that'd be really cool if I could get some static 3D printed ones or something like that. If I make a mock-up of the thing I'm about to show you in a minute, then it really would be a static one. But I'm going to try and make that one work. That's the idea. It's gonna be insane, but yeah. So yes, but obviously I've still kept Which Way to Wipers, Christopher. And obviously for those who don't know, because it's not common knowledge, as common as I think it is, it should be. Wipers was what the troops called EEP, or EPA these days. EPA these days. Nowadays, it's spelt in the Belgian way, IEPER, but back during the Great War it was YPRES, Wipers. Remembering that the average Tommy did not speak French. So yeah, Which Way to Wipers, and it's one of those nice things. Apart from the two, you got the 3 W's as well. World War One. World War One. But yes, so yeah, a couple of things I'll show you if you have. So actually, last time I was at Statfold, when the classic bus show was on, I managed to get another one of these. Now I do have one of these already, sans its roof, because I turned it into a regular road loco for another layout. But I've actually managed to strip that paint off, and it's got the WD stuff underneath it. So I do have now 2 of these, which is really cool. I didn't think it was too bad for 1950. I don't see many of them around now. And my incredibly kind chum Greg, for my Christmas present from him, got me one of these and the chassis to go with it. Now this is for our joint Great Wall layout, which is going to be set over on the continent itself. Our narrow gauge one, but again, you know, when it's not being used on that, it can be a whack and load. It'd be a nice weight to it as well. It's a white metal kit. That's an edge, and it's going to be interesting folding that all up. I've got a folding tool, but it's going to be a case, I think, of really take your time and read the instructions first. So with regards to other things, so I've still got my Black 5 on pre-order. Obviously the T3 is now in era, which is amazing, and there's every possibility of appearing. But for some other engines, so the 1500s, oh, you can't see that. Okay. But like the Manners, the Halls, I've got a Rapido County on order because of course I have. You know, anything out of that era, that's still my opening for the Heritage Ferrari. That bit doesn't change. But yes, so we do have a small issue. Now this one here is actually, I've just noticed, got the wrong style of chimney, but I'm sure I could, if I felt really bothered about it, I could modify it. I've got a bit of a problem with this one. So this is a C-Class. It was originally Southern Railway livery. The first set of funnels not quite as tall as the one on the very beautiful one there. You know, the tender body's not on it. Well, I was in the process of repainting this one to wartime grey. And actually I have one of the Batman produced wartime grey ones coming, along with 3 SECR birdcage coaches, which I am very pleased with the price of the birdcage coaches as well. That was pretty good there. Obviously I've got work to do on this one still yet, but yeah, it responds. The problem I've got is if I hold a battery to it, it works, yeah. Put it on the track and, you know, power up the power cab. The box says DCC fitted on it, my writing, so it's obviously me did it. It won't respond to its number that's on the box, which is 256. It won't respond to number 3 either. So I thought, well, we'll go to the programming, you know, go on program on, take everything else off, program on programming track on the power cab, then set it to 256 again, go, nothing. So okay, try again, set it to 3, nothing. Tried shorthand long addresses, nothing. Okay. Set CV8 to 8, factory reset. And bearing in mind, whilst it's doing that, it's twitching the whole time. Whenever I say do that, as per any other loco does when you program it. So it's responding to that. There is movement. Very slight, but it's movement. But again, absolutely dead as a dodo when it actually comes to try and run it. And it tells me the chip manufacturer and the decoder version. So it's reading all that. It's the right way around on the board. I I don't know. Is anyone's experience? Could it be a dodgy decoder? I mean, I'm only asking because I'm prepared to order another one because I want to get one for Hardwick, and I need one obviously for my other C class that's on its way. It doesn't buzz or anything on the track, so it's not like, you know, blanking plate, you put it in and it makes horrible noise when you put it on the track and you go, oh god, quick, yank it off. It sits there silent as the grave, and that's all it does do. Yeah, that's a bit weird, that one. So any thoughts on that would be amazing. If I do have to order one, I've got to order it. I will hold fire on ordering any decoders for now, just to give people a chance to respond, because you know, if I don't have to, there's some other trick I could try. Say I've tried power cycling the power cab after doing things, and yeah, it's not happy. It's not happy. I'm thinking it's going to be easy to do a decoder replacement, but say if there's another trick I can try first, I will go for it. 21 pin locos I'm a bit thin on the ground with. I don't really want to muck about my other C class. I could try the one out the ROD. Let's see if that works. In fact, should we do that? I'll be right back. Rather than you see me wittering away as I do it, I'll actually try and do it on camera. Make sure we get the right type of screwdriver, because I should be able to just bring you then over to the layout. So I know this one works. So okay, so it's going to be those 4 there. And also the LNER needs to be taken off this. What I applied anyway. Incidentally, does anyone know where I can get some decent sized lettering for the ROD markings? I've got some numbers I think I might be able to use, which I got for this one. So obviously I need 2 256s for that one. So that's the latest decoder on that one. I'm not sure what all this nonsense is. It's capacitor. Not telling me our dear 04 here has got a stair live now, eh? Thought it does. Come on. Oh. No. And that's got the wires for one, I think. That's what those are for. Right, so we know it's a working decoder there. Let's swap them around. Sorry, my fingers are in the way, aren't they? Gently. Right up. Best I can. Now we've got that out there. Right. So let's put the lays one in. Of course, it can only go one way around. Right, let's get it on the track. See, just poking in over there, the South Eastern Chatham full lined version, which we'll be doing our shunting tonight, possibly, unless this works, and we might use this one, but no, we'll probably use that one there, to be honest with you. So let's recall, and we're looking for 6532. This one, right. Hopefully, in reverse, it will go the right way. And straight away, that's working. Sound of the wires catching things. Interesting, is it not? See, part of me is now just tempted to get that one in there. And let's get the RD needs more work anyway to turn into an RD engine. Someone's putting something in the porch. I don't think I've got anything else on order today. No, that's the other grey ones turning up. Yes. Mind you, this has got a fair amount of work before I can actually do anything else with it. So yes, I think it's dodgy decoder, isn't it? Still, I'd be interested to see what you all think. I mean, I can try the ROD. With the other one, just for sake of completeness. I know. I too would like to go and see what goodies, if any, that doesn't want to accept that. Go DCC, they said. It makes it life easier and fun, they said. I'm back in a second. So an update. Oops. That must have happened when I was taking the other one off. I can't seem to bend them back with me tweezers here. I won't give up on it, but I'll carry on. I'll carry on with it. I'll carry on. But it means the C-Class might as well keep the laser decoder in it. There's no sense mucking about with that further, is there? So yeah. So what I'll do then is I will carry on and get those worked on. Sorry, a message popped up. And yes, we'll hopefully see you in the stream later on. We'll be using the other C-Class still, because this one needs work to get it looking more right. I mean, the chimney, now I've noticed it, is noticeable, but we'll see how much it matters once the other one's here. 3 C's. Here's me saying the Great West Angels all the same. Oh, of course, my 2 panniers are still on order, by the way. But yes, yeah. Well, hopefully that was informative at least, and you're wondering who this new channel is on his feed. It's still me. And like I said, I'd always keep that Christopher at the end now, just so there's a bit of continuity. But that should be the last time we get a change now. And both feet forward, and we'll now, yeah. Apart from the Hedge Railway, now becoming hopefully a bit of a home for Great Wall Railway modelling, both standard and narrow gauge. Right. Till next time. Bye. Take care.